Hi, oh god, this is not the camera for this tripod, hold on. Hi, so it's been a week, it's literally Wednesday. I was expecting bad news today. Luckily there's no bad news. God, I have not been doing good. Now, I was gonna make this video being like in the bad mood because nothing's getting done. I've literally slept until 10:30 every single day, and you might be like, oh, that's not that bad. It is. For me, it is, at least. I want to wake up at 9:30 and like get down here at 9:30. So I wake up at 8, get down here at 9:30. Next week I have to go to the unemployment offices, so there's no chance I'm gonna be sleeping in for that. But today, what did I do so far? I took some video. I did some of the cape for silver. I cut out the white and purple pieces, and I did the embroider. I started on the embroidery, I didn't finish it, but I glued down the puffy paint. Do I have an example? I don't have an example. I glued down the puffy paint parts just so they can stick, and I can sew do the embroidery easier. I think that's it. I think that's literally it. That's all I did. Oh, I attempted to do some art fights yesterday, like plan them out. Oh, that's what you kind of saw me struggling with doing the background yesterday with Tom Fox's stream up. Yeah, that happened. And then today I feel a little bit better. I think I'm gonna do some designs for new product. On Thursday I am getting art cards. Art cards sent to me, so I'm gonna be making and selling those on eBay or Etsy. We'll see which place they belong to, but I learned about ACEOs and I was like, oh, maybe I should do that. Just like list them up for 99 cents and keep everything I earn from that in like a savings account. Doesn't sound too bad, but it is what it is. But right now I'm gonna do a live stream of me actually working on the bows, but I'm gonna film how I actually design them because I did not do a good job of explaining it in Caleb's. But actually, let me explain what I'll do. I'll figure it out. I'll use my speaking right now as a voiceover. Rachel Maxey does that. So hi, I'm at Rachel Maxey this video. So first we're gonna start with heart symbol. So we're gonna start with Riddle first. So the thing with Riddle is that he has a combination of literally all of their uniforms. So the thing we need to focus on more with him is the extravagant of his bow. I think all of them are gonna have 3 tiers to them. So there might be 2 bows and then the tails. But Riddle, we could theoretically do what I did with Caleb's bow, but make it like less thick, which means I would need to make the middle point thinner, like only 1 ribbon. So I don't know if I'm doing that in my drawings, but what I'm thinking with Riddle is that it needs to have a lot of roses. I particularly think that for Riddle is a main aspect for him, is the roses, whether it's to be painted red or not. I think all of them are gonna have the checkerboard and the black and yellow stripes, because I think everyone has that in their design. If they don't, then they don't. But from what I see, that's like, yeah, no, Cater and Trey do, and I see that Deuce and Ace does as well. So yeah, they all have that black and yellow strap with the checkerboard, and I do have fabric for that, so I could do 2 fabric bows. One red, then the 2 yellow and checkerboard. Then if I do that, then they're all gonna be fabric bows, which is fine. It's just so like, I didn't want to make this so thick because Caleb's really did hurt my hair. I'll test out riddles and see if that works. I'll give them out to some of my friends to actually test on their hair as well. But for riddle, I think I'm gonna do a red bow as a base. Because that is his color. Riddle's color is red. Ace, I might do a salmon color because that fits him more. Like, yeah, he's a red. I was gonna say he's a redhead, but he's a ginger. He's not a redhead like Riddle. So he has more orangey hair. But I'm gonna use salmon as his color because, technically speaking, Ace's color is also red, so salmon is just the best like orangey red I can think of right now. And then Cater's would be a true orange. And Trey's will be green, and then Deuce will be blue. And I think they'll all have the black and yellow stripes and the checkerboard. But then that makes it boring. Because I'm looking at their uniforms and they really are this similar. Riddle's is more flouncy, so maybe we can add a little lace to Riddle's. Maybe we could add like a crown. I do know that there are card suit charms I can get on Amazon. I could probably use that for the card soldiers because that's what they are in Riddle's court. So we could do that. We can add some charms to theirs. For Trey's, I kind of want like some sort of aspect to baking. Maybe I can get some like Decoden and make like a cream dollop and like glue it on. Or just Decoden straight on the bow. But then, how would that work? Unless I get it with Trey's, unless I put the lace for Riddles on Trey's green part to make it look like a cake, that can work. That would actually look maybe cute if I could do it correctly. And then I could put a white ribbon in the center to make it look like the icing inside. Maybe I could find a ribbon with like strawberry, like a white ribbon with strawberries, and I could put that inside the green ribbon to represent the strawberry tart. But it could also look like a strawberry cake. Okay, no, that's cute for Trey. Going back to Riddle, I'm still trying to figure out what else I want to do. He has a lot of gold in his designs, a lot of hearts in his designs. I don't think I have any more of this lace left, but I do know that this lace exists with heart, like it's a heart lace that's gold. I used it for my Pomafor mask that I wore to Anime NYC because I always wear a mask to convention. If you don't wear a mask to convention, then you're most likely gonna get sick. However, I understand why you don't want to wear a mask. That being said, I did wear a mask to Anime NYC, and that's why I wore. But if we're gonna do that, then I might get more for Pomafor. Well, that's debatable, honestly. We aren't there yet. So, two things, if for Riddle, I would really love to get like silk roses and then paint them red. Just like, not like fully red, obviously, just like the traditional like, painted the roses red look. Because he does have one on his person, but he also has the crown, which I think is also really important. So if we could find the crown and that to incorporate in this, that would be great. So that is Riddle. And we already got Trey. Let me look at Cater. Cater is pretty simple. I feel like Cater matches Ace and Deuce a lot. Actually, no, he matches it a lot more. All of them have the Painting Roses symbol on them. I actually never noticed that. For Cater, I was thinking more of like a Harley Quinn ribbon rather than the checkerboard. However, I don't know how much I want to. If I could probably still do that if he has the little tails, which he probably would. So he could still have the checkerboard and the stripe one, and then the Harley Quinn as like the tail of the ribbon. Actually, I think I want him to have the Silk Rose painted red as well, because that's how we first meet Cater, is him painting the roses, so it'd be nice to have that. Too bad I can't make like a bow out of cards because of split card. Then I would totally try to do that on this bow, but I don't think it's gonna be possible. I could put like multiple diamond cards on his, but then I would need to buy the same pack, and I'll have a lot more of the other characters than he does. Though I do have the iron-on patches I used for the jacket I made on my Etsy. I could use those and iron them on to the orange part of the bow before like I sew it. And in that case, that would actually work. I think I might do that, because then I could just buy those patches and only use them for Cater. Perfect. Okay, never mind. I think that's Cater done, honestly. He's pretty good in that case. Ace or Deuce? Ace or Deuce? I think Deuce, I want to reflect Riddle a little bit because he is wanting to be an honor student. However, I think he might be a ribbon bow, not a fabric bow. So I might get like a thick blue ribbon. Actually, I have a thick blue ribbon. Hold on. So his might be the smaller version, the smaller one out of all of them. But I do have this blue ribbon, so he might just get like this and then this treatment. Like, that's not the best. Hold on. Like, this might be the base of his bow. Yes, this is the Caleb one I was making. But this might be the base. And then we could do a smaller striped and get a checkerboard ribbon. And then that would be good, because he was so mad. That was weird. What just happened? What was I say? Oh yeah, Deuce was still matched with everyone, but he's trying to grow into his role as an honor student, so he can have a thinner ribbon. I think I'll give him the, obviously if we do the charms, I'll give him the spade. I think if they might all have charms, including Cater, so I'll give obviously Deuce the spade, because obviously. But I'll have his mimic riddles as much as I possibly can, because he actually looks up to Riddle, so. Then Mr. Ace, what do I do with you? I think Ace should also be a thinner, like a ribbon bow, kind of like Deuce, because they are the first years, so they probably should echo each other. I think Ace's should be a little bit more sloppy. Not sloppy, like, how do I explain this? Like, Deuce will have more structure in his, because he's trying, but Aces might like not like fully be a bow in your hair, if that makes sense. He won't like stick out, like the bow won't hold its shape. The tail, like the loop parts might fall down on your head with the tails, so it looks like you tied it yourself onto into your hair, except for, and not like braid in, so it'll be a little bit more floppy. Cause honestly, like Ace isn't sloppy. It's more or less like he is rebellious. So I think he definitely won't have, like he'll still have like the stripes and the checkered like everyone else, but his base ribbon won't like conform to everyone else's, because I will be using interface on most of these, and maybe deuces as well, just to keep them standing. Obviously his base bows could be salmon color, if I could find a good salmon color. He's gonna have the cards. He's gonna have the ace card, Ace of Hearts. I don't know what else to do with him. I don't know how to like capture his personality, because I don't want him to have the roses. Maybe I can like try to have like a Tweedledee and Tweedledum moment with both of them, so like people know that that's Ace and Deuce. Maybe I can do the tassels they have on their shoulder, and that could be the thing that sets Ace apart from everyone else's. I know that's a stretch. That's not the best like consideration for either of them, any one of them, because there's not really much thought. But it might work still, because you have all the colors there already. It should still work, hopefully. I was thinking maybe like putting like a basketball type of signal, or a lock, because he keeps on getting beheaded. Maybe that's what I should do. I should find like a guillotine charm, because he keeps on getting beheaded. Anyway, future me probably is done with all these artworks, so I, past me, am gonna turn into future me, and you guys are gonna watch me do the artwork.